Annyeong, it's Mikey here, and welcome back to Mikey Techs. This is the new gaming channel that I'm doing. Well, technically, not new, but pretty much this is going to be the main channel with gaming gear. Today, we're going to be going back into a Hall Effect Switch, and again, we're going to be showing off the Unionwell. Now, I actually got their pink Unionwell Switch, which was kind of surprising because it's going to be with a longer spring, something that I was actually just curious about. It just felt different, so I'm going to go over that Switch today with you guys. But if you guys didn't notice, I actually started a new giveaway for this week, which we're going to give away the Gravistar V60 Pro Deluxe Edition. So you're going to want to make sure to comment on this video as well as comment on the other videos that I have that I'm posting this specific week. So the specific instructions is going to be you must comment to get an entry, and only one comment per video. If you comment twice in a video, that's not going to be 2 entries, it's just 1. And then when it comes to this whole week, every single video that you comment on, either on the Mikey Text channel or the Mikey Types channel, you can get an extra entry. So if I post 7 videos, that's 7 entries you can get to this giveaway. Just keep in mind that shipping is not covered by me. The winner will have to pay for the shipping. We have to congratulate Shan for winning the Hex 80, and hopefully someone cool will win the Gravistar. So let's go straight into this video, but please make sure to like and subscribe. Now, introducing the Unionwell Blazing Bloom. So this one's going to be an interesting switch. This is the first time I've seen a 23mm spring in a Hall Effect switch, and overall the Unionwells have been pretty good. I think the Ice Shine was one of the better Hall Effect switches that I've actually tried in a long time, and this one I'm wondering is going to be the same or not. So we're gonna have to go into the sound test, but good luck to you guys. So going right into it, the overall look of the Switch is kind of very simple, honestly, of the pink look. The overall Switch sounded actually pretty good. Honestly, these sound less like Hall Effect switches than, say, some of the other stuff out there. Now, overall, in terms of taking it apart, you can really see that it actually comes apart with the stem and the pole. So that's something to keep in mind. This is something that Unionwell is doing. Same thing as we saw with the Keytalk Nova, as well as what Gateron's doing. So just be careful when you guys do take it apart, and if you are putting it back together, it really needs to be very carefully done, because just like the Keytalk Nova here, this one actually comes apart, and unlike the Keytalk Nova, this one actually comes off very, very easily, and that's not going to be the greatest feeling. So overall, the stock lubing. Now, if you guys can really see here, there is very, very light lubing that is done. Now, do you need to hand lube these? I think you actually don't have to. These springs felt pretty good in terms of the smoothness. Same thing goes with the stem. Overall, you don't have to lube any of these Unionwell switches because they actually come out pretty well done. I think they just feel really nice overall. Now, this is the bottom housing, and the bottom housing, you can see just a little bit of the lubing that's going on over there. So something that I just was curious about over how everything was done. And overall, I really do think that these Unionwell switches work quite nice in terms of what you're getting. A little bit more of, say, like a thocky mixed with a pop clack sound. Now, in terms of the spring, this is a single stage spring still, and as you can see, it is going to be on the longer side. So my measuring was coming up with about 22.6 and 23. It was kind of fluctuating a little bit, just trying to get the measurement correct there. So overall, these springs are definitely going to be longer, and I do feel like because the spring was longer, the switch felt quite a bit nicer. What I mean by that is that overall, the top out noise as well as the bottom out sound actually was quite solid and more firm. Now, in terms of the loudness, these switches are not going to be the loudest switches out there. Now, overall, I feel like Hall effect switches, one way you can actually tell that they are Hall effect switches is kind of how loud they are. They're not really the loudest switch and has a little bit of a mutiness to them. Now, in terms of how they feel, they are actually quite light. When you are pressing down, you're not really going to feel much resistance. And if you are resting your fingers on top, just keep in mind that you might actuate it by accident. Now, overall with the top out sound, I think the top out sound was actually not bad either. It's not as bad as, say, some of the other Hall effect switches that are out there. Now, in terms of the rattling, you will get some rattling on the top, so be careful of that as well. And then it's going to see, like on the keycaps right there, it will move a little bit with it. So in terms of stability wise, at the top, not the most amazing. Now on the bottom part, when you do push the switch down, you're actually going to get like no stem wobble, which is a really good thing. I think overall, that's something that's really nice with these switches. And when we go into the backlighting, they're not the brightest Hall effect switches out there, even with the light diffuser. And as you can see here, the light's not going to be the most accurate. It does have a pink hue that comes through it. This is going to now go at 10%. We got up to 50%, and then we go to tachyon mode, and then we go all the way to 100%. Now, overall, brightness is not going to be the best on these. Interesting switch because of the very long spring. It feels quite nice overall. I think having that longer spring really helps Hall effect switches in general, especially compared to like mechanical switches where the springs can vary and it's okay. I think Hall effect really kind of needs that long spring feel overall. I do think these switches are still in the decent range, still kind of pricey. I would love to see Hall effect switches kind of just keep improving and trying new things. I think a lot of the innovation still has been towards more like the stem and the housing. I think we need to take another step in a different direction. Hopefully we have more new switches coming. Hopefully my switch can come out soon. It's been a hard, difficult journey with it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I had 2 different brands I was working with. Those things kind of canceled out. I have a new brand I'm working with now, and we're waiting on samples to see whether or not it is possible and if it's good at all. So hopefully that goes through, and then we'll see if this can be a new switch that actually is a big improvement. So I'm hoping to give you guys more news. Come join the Discord channel if you really want to hear about it. Of course, check out the other videos I got, and good luck to everyone out there that's entering to win the new keyboard. So good luck everyone, and I'll have to catch you guys next time.